My next guest does not need an introduction. Colby Chaos Covington joining me here on the program. Colby, how's it going, man?
It's going great, man. Can't complain. Living the American dream. So thankful for our troops, our first responders who, keep our law and order here in America. So it's going great. Can't complain. How you doing? How's Canada?
It could be better, man. I'd love to be able to get across the border right now, but not able to do that. But let's talk about you, man. We had the Kamaru Usman, Jorge Masvidal fight. You were front row. Your reaction to that finish, I know you expected Usman to win. Were you expecting him to finish Masvidal that quickly in the second round?
I wasn't expecting him to finish him that quickly, but, he definitely started throwing haymakers in that first round. You could tell he was starting to get gas. He didn't look like the same Marty that I fought before. He looked like a guy that maybe he needs to find a new chemist. Maybe, Marty Juiceman, the CEO of EPO. I wasn't surprised. I knew it was a possibility. George keeping his hands low, trying to defend takedown, scared of the takedown threat. And, he got caught with a big bomb, and that's how it goes.
Why weren't you able to go into the cage? Was that a UFC call? Like, what happened there? Because I figured that's what they were probably going to do, especially with Dana saying you're going to get the next title shot.
Yeah, Marty Fake Newsman and his manager Ali obviously campaigning not to have it happen. They're trying to pivot and find an easier fight in the division. Some other lightweight teammate, former teammate, or a guy like, Journeyman Judas, that fragile guy. They're trying to find easy pickings. They don't want to fight a real challenge. There needs to be a rematch, man. The fans want it. Dana wants it. The only person that doesn't want it is Marty.
What did you make of Usman's comments after the fight saying that, Masvidal made him nervous? This is a guy that he already beat last year. He was like a 4-1 favorite going into the fight. What did you make of that?
That's why nobody likes Marty. He's not a draw. He's not likable. That's why everybody in the arena was booing him last night. No one cares about him because he has no personality. His charisma is as good as the wet mop in the closet. So, I don't really make much of it. I think it's hilarious. He's just trying to hype himself up. That's what he's trying to do. And he's trying to do it off a complete journeyman. The guy, what was that? Almost 20 losses. That's pathetic, dude. The guy's lost every which way possible. He's lost to every weight class possible. The guy's a nobody, dude. He had his 10 seconds of fame. He got lightning in a bottle, but big freaking deal.
What was your thoughts post-fight at the presser with Usman saying to you specifically, you got to show me something? What was your reaction to that?
That sounds like a guy who's afraid. I can see the fear in his voice. If I would have been in his position and got a win like he did over me, and it would have been the reverse way, I would have wanted to rematch right away. I'd want to leave, no doubt, James.
It seems like Usman's not that interested. Do you think that's Usman himself who's saying that, or do you think it's his manager as well, kind of saying, you don't deserve the shot or whatever?
It's both of them saying that. They know who the hardest fight is for them. They know the path of most resistance. That's me. They're taking the path of least resistance right now. Why were they rematching Jorge Masvidal, Street Judas, that fragile guy, if they didn't think they were the best in the world? There was no reason to run that fight back. He was beaten 50-43. It wasn't a competitive fight, the first fight. Yeah, you could say 6 days notice, but what? Now he got 6 weeks notice. What does he need? 6 months notice now? What's the excuse next time? There's always going to be an excuse. Marty is just a better fighter than the journeyman, fragile dude, Jorge Masvidal. And the guy's got double-digit losses, man. He's a journeyman. He's never been more a great fighter or one of the best fighters in the world. So he cashed in on his 10 seconds of fame, but his fame are up now. Masvidal's at nothing, and there's no other fight in the division. I'm number one in the world, James. What else would I have to do? There needs to be this rematch with Marty Fake Newsman. There needs to be round two. There's unfinished business, and I want to take care of it.
Have you talked to Dana since the fights last night, or are you going to touch base with him this week?
I'm going to call him tomorrow. Yeah, we talked on we hung out Friday night. We went out together. We were kind of hanging out together. And then Saturday night, I talked to him a little bit in the back, and then he said call him on Monday. So I'm going to call him and Hunter. I got to talk to Hunter Campbell. That's the man to go to.
You feel pretty confident, though, you're going to get the shot?
I don't know. I feel confident that I'm definitely fighting for a welterweight title next fight, but I don't know if it's going to be against Marty. He might just vacate it, honestly. He might retire. He does not want to fight me, James. He knows how good I am. If I was the easy fight like Masvidal, he'd be clamoring to rematch me like he did with George right now. So, I'm not confident that it's going to be Marty, but I am confident it's going to be for the welterweight title, and I just can't wait to make the welterweight division great again.
I was going to say, because if it doesn't happen, we're not going to see you go to the Palms again and find Dana at the poker table, right?
Nah.
You guys have come a long way from that, right? I'm assuming, since that happened, right?
We came a long way. Me and Dana, we got a better relationship these days, and I respect what he's doing. I want to say thank you to Dana White. Last night, he brought some normalcy back to America and back to, arenas, putting 15,000 screaming fans, energetic on their feet in the arena. And big thanks to Ron DeSantis, our governor. We have the greatest governor in the state of America, in the country of America right now. He would literally beat up all 49 other governors of the other states in America. The guy's a complete alpha. So thank you, Ron DeSantis. Thank you, Dana White, for bringing some normalcy back to our lives. And there's only one reason I was out there last night, James. I was not there to watch fights. I was there to be among the people. It's been a while since the people have been in the arenas. I haven't got to see the people. I had to draw some energy and some inspiration from the people as the people's champion. But it was a great time last night.